on infrastructure, I'm worried that we're not getting value for taxpayer dollars, and I'm concerned. I talk about my 4 pillars of economic development. I'm concerned that we're not getting the proper attention when it comes to infrastructure up north.
So what needs to be done?
Well, one, we need to have performance measurements. We need to look at product to marketplace, and we need to make sure that pleas from northern city councils stop continuing to be ignored. And I think what Ross is raising here is another example of where legitimate infrastructure concerns are being raised, and they're getting ignored at Queen's Park.
And what we're dealing with right now. Back when Carmen's Way was built and thereafter, the talk was that we were going to be needing somewhere in excess of $15 million to do the bypass project. That's now been whittled down and whittled down and whittled down because we knew we weren't going to get the funding from the provincial government. Now council is asking for $5.4 million to do the expansion. And what were we told? As a council, we were told no. And as a city, we were told no, you're not going to get that funding. And the reason cited was that it's used by local traffic. Well, every connecting link is used by local traffic. That's the definition of a connecting link. Of course, local traffic is going to use it. But the reality here is that we need it. We need this funding. We were told we were going to have some type of funding for this project some 10 plus years ago almost. And now here we are still waiting. And now we're being told by the Minister of Transportation, comes to Sault Ste. Marie and suddenly says, well, you guys should be encouraged to reapply. Well, whatever the reason may be, whether it's because there's a provincial by-election coming or whether because they think it's the best thing for us right now, well, it is the best thing for us right now.
So let me close by saying, when Kathleen Wynne was visiting and she was asked, why don't you call a by-election? The Sioux needs an MPP, especially with a budget coming up. She said, you don't need an MPP, you already have a mayor and council who can advocate for the Sioux. Well, this is advocating for the Sioux. You got a city council right here who's taking Kathleen Wynne up on her challenge. We'd prefer that she actually calls a by-election so we can have an MPP when the budget's being decided for Sault Ste. Marie.